Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. I missed to be here for a week straight. I could not be here and I'm gonna tell you all about it. But before we get there, it's nice to be here. I'm so happy, and please like, subscribe the video. Please share with your friends, comment, and hit the notification bell. Guys, and thank you very much to my new subscribers. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and sure you're enjoying the content. I hope you continue to enjoy it. We'll keep on delivering, and yes. Right, thank you very much. And so let us report what has been happening in the past week. So guys, some very exciting things. And so what happened was, since last week, I think about Thursday, we were chilling outside, me and my girls and my husband. We were chilling outside and a crazy idea popped up in my mind. And I said, how wonderful it will be if I could open a pop-up restaurant. Okay, first of all, everyone who knows me knows that I love cooking. I have done some snippets of cooking on the platform. Obviously, it's neither here nor there. At this stage, honestly, I am just doing my thing. I'm not really that much concerned about how things are looking. That's not my thing. Of course, everyone has to maintain an image, and I do. I will look decent when I come and address you. But I'm talking, like deeper stuff where, the real me inside, I just put myself out there. You accept me, you don't accept me, it's neither here nor there. So, because of course I'm a big girl, and so I have learned on my journey that the only person that needs to accept me is me, so and that gives me a certain level of freedom, to do things and not care too much about the looks. Of course, we all do. Nobody's gonna lie. Otherwise, why do I have these props on my head, and all these beads and jewelry to look good? Of course, to look good, but I'm talking on a deeper level, right? Okay, so this idea pops up in my head. When I come up with something, for me, it's like, yay, let's do it. Excuse me. And I just want to do it. I don't want to procrastinate. So anyway, as we're sitting there, I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do this thing. So I said to my husband, I'm going to do a pop-up restaurant, here at my house in the backyard. And my husband, obviously, because, he knows my cooking, he knows I love cooking. He's like, yeah, that sounds great. And so now we go for it. Now my daughter, I have two daughters, one who's 26 years old and one who's 19 years old. Now the 19-year-old one is the one who, okay, both of them, I will say they are interested in cooking, but my eldest daughter is disabled. So obviously, in terms of got some limitations where that is concerned. So, she likes to do other things in around the house. So the youngest one, the 19-year-old, is the one who is very much into cooking, to the extent that at 11, she entered a junior master chef, and what did she make? She made a pasta dish, because you had to audition to do MasterChef. So she entered by sending in a recipe. I think she had to cook the dish or something. I can't remember, but she chose a cannelloni, whatever. I can't remember what she made, but it was a pasta dish, which for an 11-year-old, it was, a wow, and a bit intricate, but that's what she did. So she got in and she did enter MasterChef, and that is her love of cooking. She did not win the prize or the first prize or whatever, but she entered, and that was truly amazing. And so since then, obviously, her love of cooking stems from me. And of course, my love of cooking stems from my mother, because, as I always say to people, I said, when they ooh ah about my cooking, I always tell them, I said, the real cook is not me. The real cook is actually my mother, because she is a brilliant cook, not me. I say that because my mother is, look, everyone who knows her knows she, when she's around, she's the one. She's the one. There's no doubt about it. And I always, relate back to a story when I was a little girl. She entered a competition, an easy guess competition, and she won first prize for that competition. She made like like you debone the chicken. That was the thing. She did that, and she won first prize. And I remember she got, they would write those big checks on a cardboard type situation, and a whole lot of easy gas appliances that she won. So yeah, so I'm not putting myself down. I'm a great cook, but I give credence where it's due. And so I'm also like, I don't think I'm as strong, in a sense, because I just feel like competition, I would never enter a competition. My nerves will be shot. I will literally like crumble. My daughter, who was 11 years old, I was flabbergasted. I was surprised and so taken aback and so proud of her, because I would never be able to walk into a strange kitchen and cook. Even I can do it in my own space because I know where everything is, but I don't even think in my friend's house I'll be able to be confident and cook. But maybe I would be. I have not tried it, but I'm just saying that there's absolutely very strong history of cooking in my family, and so it's something we all love to do. So yes, I'm very thankful to my mother for exposing me to cooking. And of course, I have to give credit to myself, because I've seen as well that no matter how much talent you have, people must also be willing to do something, right? Because I always say to my children, I said, look, I cannot make you do something. Of course, I'm doing all the things that I'm doing, and I'm hoping that you pick up the interest, to want to do it, but that's all that I can do. I cannot force anyone. So yes, of course, the fact that I got interested in cooking is me, because I wanted to do that, and I'm enjoying it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so that was the background, which leaves me now with less time. So hopefully we'll get through this video. I want it to be 30 minutes and not higher than that. And so, yes, so pop-up restaurant. Okay, so then we on the idea, I'm like, okay, we're doing the pop-up restaurant. So what are we going to do? Okay, we are going to set up outside. I have tables outside that can carry 12 people. Okay. So then, of course, my daughter and I, we start to do the pamphlet. She actually did the pamphlet for me. Mom, I'm going to do the pamphlet. She did it, pop-up restaurant designing, blah, blah, blah. And, she was so spot on. Here's the pamphlet. And then we're doing the menu. Okay, we sit down. What is the menu going to look like? We jot down the menu, starters. What are we going to do? Oh, we're doing a black mushroom on a braai, and, with, garlic and herbs, and we, 2 cheeses. Okay, it ended up with 3 cheeses. And, so that was the choice of a starter. And then the other choice of the starter was a camembert, it was supposed to be baked camembert. Yes, it was baked camembert with garlic and white wine and a bit of olive oil. And that was the other starter served with a ciabatta or ciabatta crostini. Now, this is my daughter who comes with these fancy words. Obviously, I tell her, okay, this is what the starter will be. And she came up with the fancy words to put on the menu. And the mains were, what I'm actually going to try to do, I will try to post the menus and everything so you can see it for yourself. But so I don't want to explain the whole thing about the menu, but I don't know how to actually attach that to the video, but I will seek help and try to put it out there so you can read for yourself what the menu looked like. So the mains were basically lamb shanks on a bed of mashed potato, herby mashed potato, red wine jus, seasonal vegetables. That was baby beetroots, baby carrots, and broccolini. That was the mains, one choice. And the other choice, obviously from our junior master chef, was fresh pasta. Now, when I talk fresh pasta, I mean fresh, that you literally roll the dough yourself and you cut the pasta yourself. And our guests saw the pasta hanging still in the hangers. It was absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So my daughter made that was her speciality, excuse me, with cherry tomatoes, basil pesto, feta cheese, garlic, and that was the other main. And the desserts were triple chocolate mousse, which my daughter made. That was her dish as well. Was a winner. Oh, it was awesome. And she did the whole thing. I'll try to get the pictures for you, to post the pictures so you can see what the food looked like and everything. And she did quenelles and what else did she do? She did a whole lot of things on the plate, which was absolutely gorgeous. So before, I think, when was it? During the week, we, tried the menus. Obviously, the stuff that we have not done before, like the the pasta we've done, so it's fine. The lamb shanks we've done, so we were fine. But the mousse, we wanted to see if it's going to, how it's going to be. Obviously, you don't want to flop on the day. And the first one we did, it flopped a bit, because then we realized, okay, because she wanted to have a coffee flavor. So then she asked me to brew her coffee, like percolated coffee, but then it made the mousse a bit runny. So I suggested, why don't we use like instant coffee, because then you take away the water situation in the mousse. And that was perfect. The mousse was to die for. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, I say so. My patrons will say something else, but we'll talk about that. And so the other choice of the the dessert was guavas poached in red wine. Spiced guavas, you had cinnamon, mixed spice, cardamom, star anise, that kind of thing. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So, because we had to give a choice of, because, I'm not a chocolate girl, so, I'm not a lover of chocolate. I will eat it, but like, if there's another choice in the menu, I'll probably go for the something else. So I knew that there are people like me, but most people love chocolate. So, you're kind of safe with chocolate. And of course, then I like the other thing. And then the other thing, most people don't like things like, cooked fruit, for an example. You know what I mean? So we had to like get in the middle, because obviously, as a host, you don't want somebody who hates something and then there's no alternative. So we got it, figured that way. So there we go. So we practiced, and oh, the week was so busy. Okay, we had not stopped from the day we conjured up this crazy idea in our heads. Thursday, we were running, organizing. Now remember, I've never done this before. I have never done this in my life. And then, thinking, oh my gosh, I don't actually have, at that point it was like 12 people. I need like 12 plates. I don't have 12 plates. I mean, we are 4 people in the house, so the sets that we have is at least, say, 6 the most, or 4. So I don't have plates that are the same, that are 12. And then then I had to go source plates, buy plates. And then we decided, okay, so we want the full experience for the patrons. So we're gonna do a full cocktail bar, a full bar. I have a bar in the house, but like we never used it as a bar, because we're not drinkers, right? And so I actually had said before, I'm gonna change the bar into a like coffee bar, because we're not alcohol people. So it's just sitting there, and we're not getting enjoyment out of it. So, but yeah, so this was now an opportunity to do something from the bar. So we're like, okay, now we're gonna stock the bar and have the liquor and everything. And obviously, me being a non-drinker, I mean, then we had to learn very quickly, okay, what is this? And I'm not completely clueless. Oh, luckily, thank goodness, my mother used to run a shebeen. So I was like, yes, there comes my experience. So, it was not a foreign thing to me. So I could quickly just jump in, because I know what liquor looks like. I'm just not a drinker. I'm not interested in drinking alcohol. And I don't dislike or whatever. I love for my people, when people come to my house, I will have a bottle of wine or whatever. I often have sherry, or whatever they can drink. It's just I don't personally enjoy alcohol like that. But I will even have a glass of wine with them or whatever. I mean, in my life, I have, because always wherever I go, people know I'm a non-drinker. So even at work, they were always like, come on, you have to drink, whatever. I'm like, guys, I'm not, I'm fine. I feel like I don't need a drink. You know what I mean? I'm cool. I can be fun even when I am not drinking. So, people who drink, they always want others to drink. I don't know. They want you to be in the mood. So I would have had like springbokkies, my friends would have made me say, oh, Timbisa, because they would always want to entice me to something. So they would always go out of their way to, when I go to my friend's house, I remember Susan would make springbokkies for me. That was lovely. And I've heard like Jägermeisters and things like that, but just for fun, but like I'm not a girl who's going to be like, oh, I'm buying a bottle of wine to chill in the house. No, I drink tea or juice or water, whatever. So that's me. So yeah, so we were going to do this full bar thing, and we got the stuff and whatever. So of course, remember the pop-up restaurant thing, it means my customers are paying, right? Okay, so I send out the invites to my friends, and may I tell you guys, actually this is what this video is about. Now I'm rambling about myself. It was never about me. Okay, but this is my channel. So, but the thing that really prompted me to do this video was to really hail my friends, to say, oh my goodness, did I realize, not that I didn't know before, but what a testimony after this restaurant for me to have confirmation that I have such gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful friends in my fold. And I'm so blessed and I'm so pleased and I'm so lucky. One of, the atmosphere that happened here. So eventually, 15 people RSVP'd, 15 people showed up. Again, a testimony that I have firm friends who literally believe in me and are so supportive of me. And most of all, I say, you guys, you trust in my crazy ideas. Thank you so much. These people are just my people, and so much love. Do you know that I knew anyway that we're gonna have load shedding, but me and this is how literally I approach life about anything. I'm not gonna be a person who's gonna be dampened by things, load shedding, whatever. I just live my life and I don't care. And actually, when my husband says, oh, then he likes to read the load shedding schedule, I shut down. I don't want to listen because I don't want to let it bother me. I will do what I want to do when I want to do it. So I don't want to be ruled by things, circumstances, or whatever. So I was like shutting down. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this thing. I'm just going to make sure we're going to do a fire outside. Because one of the starters, both the starters we did on the braai, the camembert on the braai and the mushroom on a braai. And I had planned that the main courses I'm going to do on the fire. I mean, if I'm going to have to be a real Xhosa woman who is cooking on the fire, that's what I'm going to do. But the main thing for me was, we're going to do this thing and I'm not going to let no load shedding stop me. And I didn't. And I got people in, went to my neighbors, borrowed a gas stove. She, in fact, offered me her gas stove. Beautiful neighbor. She said, no. I said, I'll fill it up. She says, no, not in your life. You're not going to fill it up. Just take it. Just take it. My other neighbor across, he was like, oh, what are you going to do with the load shedding? I said, we'll make it work. He says, because he's got solar panels and he's got a whole thing going on the other side. He's like, I can put a lead across your house and hook you up with the lights and everything. I said, great stuff. Yes, yes, yes. So all my neighbors were just on my side. Beautiful energy. This is what I want to talk about, guys. Beautiful, beautiful energy that I got from everybody. I had my friends saying, they phoned me at 4 o'clock. They say, because this thing was starting at 6 o'clock, that was the time on the pamphlet. And these friends phone me. They say, we want to come through. It was 4 o'clock. We want to come through now. Is it okay? Because we just want to see if we can help, whatever. Can you believe that, guys? These are paying customers, right? I said, please come. I need you right now. This is crazy. I was joking with her. I said, you're such a bad friend. You need to be better, because why the hell didn't you tell me I'm crazy when I told you I want to do a pop-up restaurant? You know, she was laughing, and, and it was awesome. And so they came through. When they got here, the house was in a mess. I was trying to, set things up, and I still had to go fetch a family member from the shopping mall whom I asked to please come and help, because I knew that in the kitchen, while we're busy plating and doing stuff, we might need somebody running and doing dishes and stuff like that if we need more plates and whatever. So she was like, she came, no questions asked. It was just wonderful. So my friend walked in here, and I said to her, listen, doll, thank you for being here. I'm going to leave you in this mess. I'm going to fetch my family. And she says, what do you need done? I said, look, the potatoes are cooked. I need them mashed. I need, you to do the mashed potatoes. She's like, what must I do? I said, listen here, doll. You have done mashed potatoes in your life. Please don't give me problems, Obviously, she wasn't. It's just like she wanted to know, how do I want them done? But I trust her cooking implicitly. So I said, you just go ahead. Do what you need to do. She says, I'm going to, use, so I do put some baking powder. I said, go for it. Go for it. It's going to elevate it. That was the thing. So I'm just like telling you guys how beautiful my friends are. And do you know what I'm going to do? I want to shut this video now, because I want to go to the next segment to finish it up. And I also see my daughter has been phoning. So I think there is some kind of an emergency, because she's with my other daughter and my husband. They are at the clinic. So let me just check what is happening with them, if they need me. So let me shut this down, and then I'll come back on the next segment to finish up. But thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this video, and press the notification bell so that you get all the notifications. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Goodbye.